took heed to Christ's prophecy and ran into Africa, running from Roman persecution. We are the children of Israel written up in the Bible, and we're about to suffer one of the toughest times in the earth because who we are. Because they know that our time is next. Our time is next. The Lord says, the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. You are the people. And Satan is trying to stop you from ever realizing your true calling. And we respect and love Gentiles. We don't disrespect them. And in order for this earth to get right, we must become a light to them. But how can we become a light when the children of light are walking in darkness? How can we show the earth when we're not together yet? When we don't understand who we are yet? So yes, we don't reject or hate other people, but we must first get the leaders together that's going to lead this charge. To the Jews first, then the Gentiles. That's what the Bible says. Read in the year 65 BC. Rudolph R. Windsor. Someone show the title of this book here. From Babylon to Timbuktu. This brother Rudolph R. Windsor, a professor from Temple University, did the research. He went over Europe and went over the Middle East and realized that the Negroes in America were in fact the real Jews. He even wrote a book about it. It's second nature when you go outside of the United States, when you travel outside of this public. All the other nations will admit to you who you are. You lost your history. They didn't lose your history. So when you go overseas and go to Africa and go to the Middle East, the other nationalities and enemies will tell you in a minute, we know y'all the Jews. What took you so long to find out? So now we understand why your preachers can make $1 billion in a couple of years and don't have to pay no taxes. Right. That's why. You can't sell a hot dog stand unless L&I or license and inspections or the government is coming against you for taxes. These guys can make millions of dollars, millions, and don't have to report nothing. Why? Because what they're doing is priceless to the government. They're continuing the lie of their captivity. That's right. They're passing the lie of paganism and evil from generation to generation. And because of that, each generation is getting worse and worse. Each generation is going away from the laws, statutes, and commandments because of your churches that are not teaching them, that refuse to teach them. That's why they don't have to pay any taxes. You got a beer distributor on one corner, and right across from the beer distributor and your alcohol distributor, you have a church. Poison for the body and mind. It's poison. You go in these churches, and I know a lot of these preachers, some of them are trying to do the best they can. They're just teaching the mess they learned. We were up in the churches too until we read the Bible and realized what they're teaching in churches are not in the Bible. Right. It's not in there. Read the second paragraph to show you who you are. This should be taught in every church in the earth. Brothers and sisters will read Psalms and the Proverbs. It's good to read the Bible for inspiration and wisdom. But why can't you read the Bible to identify yourself? Right. What's wrong with that? All races and nations of people are in the Bible. Right. But yet you cannot relate yourself to any of them. And when you go to a theologian seminary college, they tell you that you're suffering the curse of Ham. That you was born to be cursed as a servant forever. They teach that in your theologian colleges. And then on top of that, they teach the Jewish people are the real Jews. And we know that they're not Jews at all. They're Khazars. They're Europeans that were planted in the land to play you. That's right. To play you. You are the chosen people of God. Now that you're finding this out, They have no recourse but to try to destroy you at the very end. That's why Detroit is empty and left with nothing but you. Soon there'll be a roundup that Christ talked about. It's called Jacob's trouble. So even if you don't realize who you are, you're going to suffer the curses of Jacob because you're Jacob, even if whether you acknowledge it or not.
Right.
Because they know that if Satan allow you to continue in this earth, the next reign and power and rulership will be handed to you by Christ. They know that. So they have no choice but to exterminate you. That's what's coming next. Read the second paragraph. Read.
In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put it into the Jewish state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people.
So the European Romans were persecuting us. Read.
During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
Did what?
It has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
Over 1 million Jews in 70 AD fled into Africa. Okay? When the Romans took us down, we had a choice. The Jews could either run into Europe and get thrown in the arenas like we're in the arenas now, fighting lions and tigers and being entertainment for the Europeans like we are now, or we could run into Africa and hide amongst the other dark races that were in Africa already. So over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, read.
Fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery, the slave markets were full of black Jew slaves.
Read it again.
The slave markets were full of black Jew slaves.
The slave markets, hold it up, was filled with black Jew slaves. Where is this recorded? Get Deuteronomy 28 and 68 again. Where is this recorded? Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Now I understand in the churches they teach us, don't read the Old Testament. The Old Testament is your history. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. How can you operate with a half a book? Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Where was this recorded? The black Jew slaves. Read.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The Most High told Moses and the Israelites that he would bring our people, the Jews, into Egypt, which is bondage, a second time with ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
And we should see our homeland again, never again. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
You shall be sold unto your friends.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Go ahead.
For bondmen and bondwomen, that no man shall buy you.
How can I go to Oral Roberts to teach me about God?
Right.
When it was your religion that enslaved me when I came over here.
Right.
I believe in the Bible, but I will never ascribe to this brand of Christianity we're being taught here. This brand of Christianity is part of our captivity. You celebrate holidays and all these pagan days because your masters celebrated them, not because the Bible told you to. So we believe the Bible. We understand the blood of Christ. We understand that Christ died for our sins. And without Christ, there's nothing. We know that. But they lied on Christ. First of all, they put up a guy, I don't know who this, where he at? Somebody give me this guy. You know this guy was an actual man named Cesar Borgia? He was second son Alexander the Sixth Pope of Rome. A notorious homosexual they put up as Jesus Christ. Here he is. Take off the hat, who you have? Presto ready, throw a little blood on him, throw him up on a cross. This was also prophesied in the Bible. All this is part of our captivity. Some of you say, well, I know Christ wasn't a white man. You will take down the image, but you will keep the philosophy and religion that came with the image. You must throw it all away. You must let it all go and learn from the beginning. And learn from the beginning. Christmas is a part of your captivity. Easter is a part of your captivity. Sunday worship is a